what we're seeing is highly irregular. Sean Murray, inventor of NoMansSky, founder of Hello Games, has tweeted 2 tweets in the past 10 days, and they are irregular, highly irregular. I mean, we're used to seeing cryptic tweets from Sean Murray, but this time it's different. Well, it's not a first, but it is different. The last time we had a case where a tweet came out more than a week before an update was when the Mac update came out, and that was, again, kind of different. We've seen the clock tweet, and in the clock tweet we had this thing about hopefully they're adding AI, which Sean added, and that is atypical. Usually he doesn't add any text. Plus, it's not just an emoji. It's actually a screenshot, a part of a screenshot. And there were telltale signs that made some people think that this is related to, perhaps, related to Light No Fire. We all want Light No Fire. It's a given, right? But the thing is that usually Sean tweets something and then about 24 hours later, he tweets again, and that happened. So while it was a screenshot and not just an emoji, the two things that we are seeing now kind of meshed together to give us an idea of what maybe Hello Games is up to. So after the first tweet and repost, which made me think that this has to mean that an update is coming, I posted a video on your screen. And I have to say this, I got plenty of comments. Just about every creator got plenty of wonderful comments and suggestions of what this AI thing might mean. Some people hate it, some people love it, some people gave amazingly wonderful ideas. Let's go over these just a minute before we go and dive into the second tweet, which included a bike, actually. And Captain Steve mentioned that it looks like Sean Murray noticed something about the flip-flops in this bike picture. And this bike picture basically says, is this why they delayed it? Or is this why they delayed but it doesn't have a question mark? And this is referring to GTA 6, which has been delayed, as you probably know. But first, let's go over some of the ideas that people gave, because these are really, really interesting. So the most common comment was, of course, related to the fact that this is AI related and therefore suggested that NPCs might get AI. And I said what I said before, that is, if you had to speak to each NPC and each NPC was an entity of its own, with its own AI and so-called AI or mind of their own, that will make some parts of the game, which some of us consider to be grind, to be much more difficult. If AI was into Sentinel battles, for example, it could make them more interesting, but think about Sentinels that could learn the way you're playing, the way you combat, and that would make these battles really, really difficult. Downright impossible if not properly adjusted and fine-tuned. A lot of people said, well, giving AI to every NPC and everything in the game, that is very costly, so this can't be really AI, or at least not for everything. But there were other hints and other suggestions and wishes. People have wished for various things what this update might mean. For example, one of the things is the fact that the clock hands are around 10 minutes. A hint? Well, not really, because most clocks tend to show something like this because that makes them look nicer. Somebody who said that maybe 10/10 means that October 10 is the release of something, maybe Light No Fire, not so sure. The other reason why we said it might be Light No Fire related is that pale blue dot in the clock tweet post, which, you know, pale blue dot, Carl Sagan's quote about Earth from afar, and Light No Fire is an Earth-sized planet, maybe, not so sure. Other suggestions for what AI could do for the game are fauna that behaves a little bit more logical. Some of them run away from things properly. Could be nice, but I think this is not going to be that big of a deal because currently, while fauna behaves quirky or janky, whatever, it doesn't break the immersion as much. It's not like the water in Worlds Part 1. Another suggestion that some people offered, there were ideas about the abandoned mode. Somebody said, why don't they give us freighters run by AI instead of not giving them because it's abandoned mode? And my suggestion was, how about if abandoned mode would give you the ability to find crashed freighters and maybe fix them and then install some kind of AI in them, and then the AI will run the freighter. Just a suggestion. Another suggestion was automation. What if we had a bot that you could deploy on your base, and that bot would be configured, so to speak, to go to a mineral extractor, and this goes into a depot, and the bot could go to the depot, extract some of the material, place it in a refiner, and then automatically refines it for you. Maybe. Is that something that makes sense in this game? I'm not so sure, but those were some suggestions. So what's up with this bike? So first of all, the bike tweet, again, just like the previous tweet, is weird because it has some text. And the text is this why they delayed it? Well, it's got no question mark. So it's just, is this why they delayed it? Like that. That's pretty weird. And that bike tweet is actually a crop from an image by Jeff Keighley of the Game Awards regarding the delay of GTA 6. Okay? And Sean actually included that underneath his own post. And Captain Steve noticed that the flip-flops underneath the rider's feet are actually going like under the pedals. Is that a reason to delay? I don't know. And you should see Captain Steve's video. It's pretty nice. But I doubt this is the issue. I really think that Sean Murray is trying to tell us something. I think Sean Murray is trying to tell us that whether or not there was supposed to be an update right after the expedition yesterday on Wednesday, or maybe he's talking about Light No Fire, still he's trying to say there's been a delay. And I don't think he's just talking about the GTA 6 delay. Yeah, I think he's using that opportunity to say we've been delayed. Now, are we being delayed on the next update? Maybe. Are we being delayed? When I say we, I mean Hello Games, but of course I'm not affiliated with Hello Games. But he's actually saying that they are delaying something. It could be the next update. It could be Light No Fire, unfortunately. And this is what I think he's hinting at. So for now, we don't see any sales of No Man's Sky, and we see no hint of anything else related to Light No Fire. So it's really hard to say what's going on. Obviously, if something is delayed, then you don't know what's going on, right? They're only saying that something is delayed. What about that website that said that Light No Fire is coming in 2025? Well, we'll have to check it out and let you know. Anyways, for now, please keep the hype down. We don't know, we just have to wait and see. And yes, having tweets by Sean Murray with text rather than an emoji is irregular. Ones that almost specifically say that things are being delayed, and mind you, notice that the first one was a clock. So maybe he was trying to tell us something is being delayed, therefore the clock, saying something's going to take more time. And then he's showing the fact that GTA 6 is being delayed and saying, is this why they delayed it? Maybe he's hinting at the reason that Hello Games is delaying something. I'm not sure. But for now, let's just wait and see. GoodGuysFree here, and I'll see you again soon.